Yo, chance, how you doing? Welcome back today with a new update for the Crew Motorfest. Donks versus Lowriders. Let's see what they got. Shoutouts to 1 year Motorfest. Has it really been a full year? That's crazy. Donk versus Lowrider. For a second I thought I called it Donks. That's Donk versus Lowrider. Okay, not Lowriders. Donk. Donk. East Coast, West Coast versus... Are we donking or are we lowriding? Gotta be honest, the donks look less ridiculous than lowriders. Dirty soft vibes and big rim racing. Wheel and his boys are waiting for you in Wahiawa to customize your first donk. Yeah, I think I'm a donker. What about you guys? Isn't the donk the right one? I don't know. I remember lowriders with the oversized rims. Oh wait, it is a donk, you're right. Wait a second. If you do donk, you get a lowrider. If you do lowrider, you get a donk. Why? Paul? No. No. Fine. Fine, I'll let you Paul. Donk won with 1 extra vote. I'll take it. Shouts to democracy. The way this works, we can do the other career right after. Oh, I got direct drive, yes. Allows you to be very direct with your steering. More importantly, for turning in faster, it actually gives you a competitive advantage online. Works best with a wheel, but you can put it on a controller too. What donk business is?
Well, if it ain't the slow riders there, ain't that cute?
Slow riders.
They serving soup at 7 p.m. at the retirement home. Dummy's gonna miss the call.
Got him. Yeah, there's no way we wouldn't kill a bunch of people there. Did you see the speed we were approaching the finish line? 420. Plays it. Got 3 items for this. Can I donk up my ride now? I feel the same cringe as I do from the Unbound characters. As long as you don't spam bro every 2 seconds. Wait for it. I'd say most people wouldn't race lowriders or donks because the cars are not built for racing. Most of those parts would just break. The street versus. Accelerate when the red lights appear to fill your nitros. Okay, accelerate and go to have a boosted launch. A nitro will not refill over time, be strategic. But that I like though. No more spamming, man. How did the game improve since the launch? Content, I guess? They gave direct input to all the players, so not just to people that use a wheel. Other than that though, I would say primarily kinda like these. I would say this is actually a bit too basic. Let's go more crazy. More crazy. Put it on fire. So, how do I start event?
Alright, D. It's time for big rim racing. You gonna love it.
We're not gonna make a boring card of this, that's for sure. Be strategic about it. Cargo vroom. The cargo bird. Nitro go bird. I wonder if we're gonna get some weird ass rhythm games when we do lowriders. I wonder what the physics are behind big versus small tires. I would assume you wanna make the wheels as tiny as possible while still having enough tire surface to have enough grip. Like it's probably really well balanced. Let's say for a Formula 1 car. It's a sprint race with drag racing mechanics, yeah. Oh, pull L down to lift the nose, so we also want to do a wheelie. I just want to make fun of the word donk 24/7. Not 1, not 2, but 3 donks. Let's go. So many donks, dude. So, which front bumper? Ooh. You know, that's a bit too techy. I kind of like this one. Okay, I didn't get that one.
Come on now. Show what kind of guts your donks got on them.
Feels donk, man. No. Midnight Club vibes? Do you think Midnight Club made it better though? It's donk, bro. Okay, we're changing the fender from black to black. Fantastic. Can I not change the color? Screw it, everything is gold now. The trim is gold, yes. Mr. Rear Bumper, I thought so. I wonder when I can fix that. Should I go full gold? Is this any good? Well, so far it's been 3 races while you customize your car. That being said, let's see if I can customize the parts. Dude, could I actually not change the parts that I forgot earlier? We can make it gold though. Maybe I should have put in the upgrades earlier. Have I mentioned how much I hate the upgrading system in this game? Maybe I can change it after the playlist. Yeah, maybe. At least with the golden paint job, it's not too obvious that I forgot the rear bumper. I wonder if that's actually a voice actor or a straight up voice AI.
Donk cars are so imposing that they arouse fascination.
That did not work as planned.
Even among the greatest American tuners. Like
The
one
game
we know
really
well
did
at
not
Motorfest.
expect you to ever get stuck on a mountain,
Scotto
huh?
and his
So now we can do the other one, right? Meet El Sereno Car Club in Haleva. Hop and cruise like we do on the West Coast and define your own lowrider style. So is the major difference between donks and lowriders the hydraulics and the smaller wheels? Press B for jumping around. Okay. Wait, why are we doing this mission again? Following the clues again. Drive into the tunnel. I have a hard time believing you can do anything else. Let's see if we even have a different choice than going into the tunnel. Yeah, that's what I thought. Slow rider. Slow rider was definitely the better insult. In Donk territory. Be careful. Yeah, it's good to see that the Crew Revival project is coming along. Would be sick to play the game again.
You're almost there.
The thing is, they took away my. This looks ridiculous. They took away the notes very quickly. Suspension mode static. Okay. Dynamic. Okay, during dynamic you can play around. And the regular suspension, then I would have assumed it goes down. Okay, use direction to control the hydraulic suspension. Move your car in rhythm to mark points. Change the difficulty settings to change the intensity. Yeah, let's just see how it goes. It'll go down if you could do 100 plus kilometers per hour. Okay, cool. I have to hold it. Anyone getting San Andreas vibes? Anyone else feels this gameplay is 20 years old?
Look, I ain't turn it down to nothing. Shimmy the crown or something. Unit full of G's back when Lord told me how to stun it. Pops was slinging yayo, he was getting to the bucks, but I ain't had 50 cents. Now my statement's in a plus.
Magnifico!
Mistakes I leave them cut. X about me in my city. Must know what's up.
How did that fail?
Make that car dance.
Call of Duty, me and my we in the trenches, camping at the crib, playing true crime LA. San Andreas nice, bumping Ice Cube, good days. Such a 90s baby though. If we grind it, then we grind it, man. I feel
too slow.
And my homies got the iron, and they feel like Tony Stark. And you better watch your records and get wicked up the top. Feeling like Kobe back in his prime. If we talk about
They really improved the graphics of San Andreas.
top, I'm like the Dons. This my life, it ain't a movie. I won't be at Comic-Con. Big popping, grinding like ain't no option. Throwing that sister, all my homies got
Your car was like it was possessed. People gonna go crazy for her when she's finished.
Is she talking through the radio? That's a good question. The new island? That one's planned for the future, right? Yeah, same thing here. We're gonna take the golden trim. Fucking hell, dude. Hey guys, Kuru here. Check out Instant Gaming for cheap game keys. Click the link in the description below. I just want to go one menu back, not leave the entire fucking thing behind. And now I have to do it again. Probably not a good idea to slam the controller into the table instead of my hand. Tear on the thing. There might have been a shortcut actually. That was probably a shortcut.
There's always more than one way to win a race. Pay attention.
So lowriders are cheaters, I got it. You can smash through the tire barrier. Okay, I'll keep my eyes peeled. See if we can find it. Got it. Kinda hate that it's so far on the left. I feel unscented. This mode is very fun on 5 on 5. I'm not that much into rhythm games, gotta be honest. Especially at that point, I would rather play on a keyboard than a controller, because the inputs are gonna be easier and faster.
Your car.
And all of these lifeless faces, it's insane. Like, don't they have a guy to make this look better? Maybe the guy is lifeless himself. Yeah, but every character in this game, they all look like painted cardboard, man. All the cars look goofy as hell. Yeah, pretty much. All I'm saying is I wouldn't ever wanna own a car like this. Donkey Donk. I was expecting a little bit more freedom in regards to the low riding stuff, but you do basically just a rhythm game with directional inputs. We did it! Players completed. Pull L to lift on start. Gotta say though, do have a hard time enjoying the grind in this game. You think the grind race is working now? Gotta be honest. Oh, it's one of those. It's gonna work well for this. Does this event ever start? Dude, it's broken. It doesn't start! A very polished update. Yeah, this event is just broken. No, I don't think this feels anything like Forza Horizon. The game has its own handling model, and it is not as good as Forza Horizon. Honestly, I don't think there's anything out there right now that beats Forza Horizon when you want an realistic racing model that is also fairly easy to get into as a beginner. I do think Forza Horizon has perfected it, and it actually reminds me a lot of Most Wanted. Because you basically have realistic handling, but it's a little bit more grippy than you would usually expect. Which, as said, you know, makes it accessible, and I like it quite a bit. But because it makes for fast driving. I don't need the game to be so realistic that it feels slow. Because I think a lot of track races that have super realistic sim racing handling, they do feel kind of slow. Like if you watch a GT3 race, for example, yeah, sure, this is all realistic and shit, but if you're not sitting inside the car, it feels kind of slow. Like anything but Formula 1 feels really slow in my opinion. Maybe GT1 or something that is comparable to F1 performance. It's truly a Ubisoft original. Why should we test anything before we release it? That's too much work. It's way too much work, man. Quickly release it. We fix it later. Maybe. AAA game development nowadays. Quick release, very, very slow patching. Grand Race is fixed and there's a new route with it. Nice. You know what I would like for the Grand Race? Everyone getting the same car. I think there's too much performance difference going on. Like some people have the absolute perfect car for the event, and then there's a bunch of people that have really bad cars. And some people in between. I feel like Grand Races get decided by who prepared the best for the events, who brought the perfect cars. It's still my favorite event, I just feel like it's a bit too unfair. And it requires just a shit ton of grinding if you want to be on the top. Yeah, and good pro settings too. I think it requires too much pre-work. A lot of people are not willing to keep up or do that kind of stuff, and then even though they might be better races, they will never win. This game is basically Forza Horizon with goofy handling. You're not wrong. I really don't want to grind in this game. I don't know about you guys, I don't mind playing it here and then whenever there's new content, but I have zero interest in grinding the legendary parts. Because, here's the thing, it feels like an empty victory to me. Like, you're gonna get first, or you're gonna get into the highest ranking. Why? Because you grinded more than the other guy. To me, that is an empty victory, and I don't enjoy stuff like that. You know, if everyone has the same car and then you set the best time, hell yeah, that's good. I like that. But I don't wanna outgrind people. It's not my style. Looter shooter system in every single game. Let's see if it works out for them, you know. You do build a different kind of fan base around this stuff. Alright, there's people like me that are not gonna play the game that much because of it. And there's gonna be other people that will play the game because of it. You know, maybe they don't care that they have less players, as long as those lesser players spend money, right? They're going for a certain archetype of gamer, the one that spends on microtransactions, if you ask me. Because the math is easy. If you have 100 people that pay $100, you're gonna make more money than if you have 1,000 people that pay $5. Well, there you go. If you want to vote on my gold and blue one, that is, you just voted for yourself. That's one way to do it. There should be an achievement for that. Lonely boy or something. Those wheels look more like a motherboard than a wheel. I mean, hot rods definitely have some style to it. I just can't imagine that I would ever spend money on something like this. I mean, I don't have Jay Leno money, where it doesn't really matter what I buy and don't. Where's that piano in the window? Seems kinda messed up. Getting outvoted by those hideous cars. Well, make a hideous car then. It is not one-to-one Wahoo. It's their own spin on Hawaii. Easily my favorite game mode in this game. 28-player races that even tops Blur with its 20. Sorry, biker. Push him around. I'm saying this is a new route. So far, I've known it before. You know, I can actually say why I'm not the biggest fan of the Crew's physics. Because it feels like they pulled all of those physics out of their ass. Right, like putting two wheels into the dirt for better handling. The way the cars react in general. Like it's like Crew physics. It doesn't really feel like something that is based on the real world, but something the developers came up with, and it kinda works. And I think that is what makes it, you know, less interesting to me, because I don't really feel I'm driving real cars. I was driving. Like, you see everyone just going into the sides all the time, so they can be a little bit faster than if they are in the water. I know I can go into the grass to make you faster, that's not the point. The point is that shitty race game design. It feels like this is an event that they wanted you to use boats for, then they were like, oh, we forgot the boats, fuck, what do we do? Nothing, let's release it. That is so true. I don't believe any of the developers actually went through this and verified, yeah, this is exactly how it should be. That is what we planned for. It's not a new layout though, it just gives you a different vehicle. Like, that's a cheap excuse for a new layout. This layout has been here before, just with a different vehicle. I gotta say, I really like the concept of this game mode. Having like a 10-minute event with 3 stages. Does this look like a regular movement for a bike? What do you think of the Lowrider vs Donk stuff? You decided to play it after work? First time you played this since the Hoonigan update? Yeah, it's fine. If you're into that kind of tuning culture, I think you're gonna see something that you like. It's a few events, it's a few rhythm games, and that's it. Oh, one thing that I realized, when you have a drift car and you have direct steering, you can actually get too much angle and then the car will just lock. The user interface, I do not understand the speedo. Like, that is the most generic speedo I've seen in any racing game ever. Like this, I said it when we got the demo. When we got the early access, I said this looks like a placeholder. And I still stand by that. The speedo looks like a placeholder. You can't believe they updated the speedo yet. I know, they have custom speedos for classic cars, but the default speedo looks like absolute garbage. Like, it's so lazy and boring, if you ask me. It's just so hard for me to like it. Honestly, not having direct steering feels really awful. Holy shit, I forgot how shit the handling is when you don't have direct steering. The only problem with direct steering is that on drift cars, it ends up oversteering too much and you lock up your car. It's a playlist. Okay, I would say. But you're not gonna get much more than 2 hours of gameplay out of it. Anything beyond that is just, you know, running for high scores. So, for now, sleep tight. Thanks so much for watching, and definitely come back tomorrow for more. That's it for me. You guys have been amazing as always. Awesome stream. See you fresh tomorrow. Bye bye.
More money than I don't accept.